What's up, Internet? I love that this game just has crazy hard as a legitimate difficulty mode. Crazy hard. So, as always, I'm Lumus from Failing at Gaming. Today I'm playing Wacky Night Adventures, which you might remember from the first stream that I did. Back then I was only playing on very hard mode. Because, I wanted something easy and relaxing that I could comfortably do in a session. Today we're going for max difficulty. Probably not going to succeed at this. I had a while, way back, I played this game like every day for 2 months trying to beat it on maximum difficulty, and I don't think I ever did it. Got to the last boss a couple of times, and I beat the last boss in training plenty of times, but I never actually managed to pull it off all in one go. But hey, we're gonna give it a go today. This is one of my favourite games of all time, and it'd be super boss if we could 100% it. Yeah, we probably don't need to see all the cutscenes again. So here we are with Sparkster off on his adventure. Draw your attention to the top left of the screen. Notice that I start with no extra lives. Also, notice how I have 8 hearts for a total of 16 hit points? Yeah, everything in this game will one-shot kill me on this mode. There is nothing that does less than 16 points of damage. So I have 1 hit point, 1 life. I get hit at this point, it's game over. Now I can get more lives. I will be picking up extra lives as the game goes through. So technically this could be harder. It could be no extra life mode, but this is challenging enough. Anyway, this might end up being a very short run because, as I do only have 1 hit point and 1 life, if I mess up once on this level, then we're going right back to the start. I can straight up game over in an instant here. This bit with the paratroopers is actually one of the places that my attempts ended the most, because it's kind of random where they come down. It's easy for your dash to end in the wrong spot and a paratrooper bops you on the head or something, and that's just straight up game over. Which is, not a huge tragedy because... Hang on, I'm not supposed to advance there, am I? I'm forgetting how to play! I game overed! That was 100% my fault. Wow, I'm out of practice at this. My bad, guys. Yeah, I want to retreat onto that first hill so I can maintain it against the 2 walkers, I think. Oh, do I need to dash forward faster so I need to be on a hill to fight walkers anyway. Man, I spent so much time on this game and now I can't remember any of it. But yeah, it's really easy to end your run on the first level just like that, because 1 hit and you're dead. Later on I'll have some spare lives, so it won't quite be so dangerous. But yeah, we only lost like 20 seconds of progress, so it's not a tragedy, but it's frustrating when you fail this early. Also, I gotta do the stupid paratrooper bit again. Sneak across the bottom row and hope nobody pounces on me. Ah, dang it. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes they do things that you don't quite expect, you don't have a chance to avoid them. So yeah, here we are, like 2 minutes into the run. I've already game overed twice. Not quite managed to beat the first level yet. This is going to be a good one, folks. So yeah, not planning to give up quite this early, but if I haven't finished the game in a while, I'll move on to something else. I have a couple of games in mind for the evening. Alright, let's try this again. See if I can sneak under these guys. There we go. think I pulled that one off. Looks like that worked. Alright. Defend the hill, and this time don't do a stupid. No, I think I do want to be up here, don't I? Yeah. So yeah, I'm forgetting how to do this properly. This is one of those games that kind of has set pieces rather than encounters. Like, you don't just get random enemies showing up to fight you. There's always like a situation. A certain enemy for a certain area. So there's a bit of a memorization to it. You gotta learn the strategies at least. What way gets you through what area without taking any damage. There, for example. The super elite red-collared commando pigs that we see precisely once and are never mentioned again. At least this guy is kinda easy. Even for the first mini-boss, this guy is kind of a joke once you know that you can just stand behind him. He's probably more challenging if you stand in front of him, but hey, I haven't done that in like 20 years. So I couldn't inform you on that one. This mode is slightly more difficult if you mess up the timing. But usually you can get him wedged in this corner and it's not a big problem. Do love this music. Flying levels are one of the best bits, I think. So the trick for the next boss is to just be super aggressive. Because once he starts doing his jumping attacks, he's a real pain to survive. So you want to murder him before he does it. And he's pretty harmless when he's back there, unless I mess up what I'm about to try and do. Yeah. You want to wedge yourself just in the edge of his head so you can whack him with your sword without taking damage. Again, a thing you rely on a lot in this game is the fact that for like a half a second after the hit, an enemy can't damage you and can't be damaged. So if you do get stuck inside an enemy and you're just wailing on them fast enough, you can somehow survive being basically in their damage box. Which is a thing you'll abuse against a lot of bosses trying to do this mode. It's like Mercy Invincibility, except it works both ways. I mean, it kind of works only one way, since I can't attack fast enough for their invincibility to protect them. But it plays out kind of like a counter mechanic. You want to hit them just as they're hitting you to survive. I don't know, I kind of like it. It's a quirky way to play. Hello, New York! Hey, Wolfie, what's going on? I've messed this up. I want to be... No! Wolfie, that was your fault. Don't talk to me when I'm playing games. I glanced at chat and I missed my jump. How's it going, Wolfie? Good evening, you're the destroyer of fun. Dude, I'm playing this game on crazy hard mode. We're not here to have fun. You still working on that alchemy stuff? Sorry, we were supposed to have a co-op chat about that, weren't we? And we've not had a chance. Yeah, saying that you're fixing it for charity is a little misleading. For the D&D game. You sticking with us tonight, then you're not at work. To be fair, I'd probably only be a sounding board for you. Like, you've got the ideas, you just need somebody to tell it to. I could be replaced by a particularly personable teddy bear. Is that how you say that word? Personable? A charismatic teddy bear could take my place, is what I'm trying to say. A keen critical eye. Well, I do like to be critical about other people's work. It's not quite how that bit was supposed to go. But hey, I survived it. Person-a-bully. A bully teddy bear could take my place, yes. That is how I will pronounce that word from now on. Thank you for clarifying that. Person-able, okay. Cling. Did he see me? I think he saw me. Not a good gift? You don't like opening up a present to find a guy inside? Well, each to their own. Ah, crap, I missed him. That might be a pain. See, these, on instant death mode, these spiders are such a pain. And I really don't want to do 2 rotations of this. Which means I can miss at maximum 1 hit on him. If I miss 2, then I have to do 2 rotations. Let's see. There we go. I think that's his last stomp before he does the, before he starts throwing spiders at me again. I'm not keen on any enemy that just vomits spiders at me. Yeah, let's get going. Yeah, I can't see who the viewers are either. Like, I start seeing the thing, I see it click up to one viewer and I think, oh, I wonder who's here. But it doesn't tell me, and nobody spoke in chat, so I guess it's a stranger, maybe? Now I've got 2, and I presume you're one of them. If you're hanging around in chat and not actually watching, I'll be upset with you. Oh, that guy died fast. But yeah, having like a viewer list would be seems like it would be a sensible thing. Show you all the people who are watching, I don't know. I have most of my regulars on a friends list, so I can, in theory, go and check who's around, but that requires me going into the other screen, it's not on my dashboard. I mean, I guess it makes sense for people who've got like 1,000 viewers, but when I've got like 5 people on, I'd like to know the names of the people I'm talking to. You like Rocket Knight so much that you're hanging in chat and not doing your table? Dude, be honest with yourself. I could be playing Barclay's Shut Up and Take a Nap and you'd still be watching it instead of doing your table. Because I'm just that person-a-bully. Upset you know me too well. Okay, this guy. Let me see if I can remember how to do this guy. Remember, this guy's kind of a pain in this mode. Thing is, you rely on your dash to get out of his way. And your dash takes a few seconds to charge up, so you can get yourself into a bad spot and not really be able to get out of it. I hit that guy like twice in that rotation, that was not smooth. There we go. That made up for it a little bit. When I first started trying to do the no hit point, the one hit point run, this guy was probably the hardest one. There we go. I should do him in one rotation if I'm doing it right, but hey, this is the first time I've done crazy hard mode in years. You can expect it to be a feeble showing all the way through. Have I done this before? I tried to do this years ago on this maximum difficulty mode. I had a bit where I was playing it every day, just doing a run every day for like 2 months, but I never actually did it. I could successfully... I had save points at the start of each level on the emulator version, and I could do each level reliably, but getting through the whole game without screwing it up, I never managed to do that. Got to the last boss a couple of times. I mean, I came close to doing it. I wouldn't be, like, shocked if I managed to pull it off someday, but I'm probably not going to do it first try now. But I want to try and do more, like, challenge run stuff on the channel. I'm probably going to run out of old retro games eventually, you know? And I like doing this sort of stuff too. So I'm probably going to do some speed runs, some hard mode runs, some weird challenge runs on different games. Mix it up a little bit. That's going to be my Wednesday thing. Let's grab the bananas that I can't use, because I'm at maximum health, and will always be at maximum health at any time that I'm not dead. Yeah, the last boss is pretty rough. He's not an unfair boss once you remember how to do him, but I don't really remember how to do him. And the whole chase thing is probably the hardest part. But anyway, yeah, I'm just going to see where I get to tonight. We'll move on to a different game once I get stuck or what have you. See if I can cheese this bit. There we go. Whee! Whee! Why is the sky made of spikes? Who would do this? Let's see, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it the 5th one they switch on? Yes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think there's another one on the left now. Nope, that wasn't it. That wasn't it, guys. I'm getting bombs thrown at me. Okay. 13 is the one they switch it up on. 5 and 13. If I'm gonna try this one, do this one a few times, then I gotta learn those numbers. Like, those guys aren't a nightmare. Individually, every part of this game is entirely doable on one hit point. It's just doing the whole thing in one go. You can't afford those mistakes, you know? Having a 99% chance of winning isn't good enough when you gotta do 100 times. Okay, we've got the chicken power up. This is the most important thing. We've got to make that last as long as possible. So we go up against the ghost train. Oh no, we lost the chicken! Now we're all alone against the ghost train and we're gonna get maximum spooked. Brace yourselves, guys. The chicken's the only company we get. This guy did used to genuinely freak me out as a kid. He's got a crazy look in his eyes. Also, his arms are uncomfortably long. And he keeps coming back from the grave! Hey, the chicken was making noises. Did you hear that just then? Or was that the chicken noise, or was Sparks stood muttering to me because I stood still too long? I wasn't paying enough attention. I was watching these horrifying long arms. Slender train! What's the Slender Man law? You don't look directly at him, right? All I know about Slender Man is playing that one game. Is he attacking me at all? He just kind of flails his arms around at random. He does do the one thing where he lunges them at me. Okay, this is one of the... No... Okay, get under it, get under it. See, the bombs here are random, so you can't memorize the perfect places to stand like you want to do with a lot of the bosses. The arm stage is actually really hard until you get the trick to it. The thing you have to remember is that when you hit an arm, it can't damage you for a couple of seconds. Well, not for a couple of seconds, like a second. So as the arm reaches the level that you're on, you want to hit it just as it comes up so that you're safe from it. And you kind of duck from side to side, parrying it as it comes in. If you're in sword range, then yes, they take damage from your sword and your ranged attack. So you can do ridiculous damage to bosses by getting right up into their face and just pounding on them. But not every boss gives you the chance. The second one where he does his mortar... The third stage where he does his mortar thing is one of the few chances you can safely do it. You can do it on the first one as well, but it's a bit risky for a one hit point run. If you mess up your timing, then you take a bullet straight to the face. The other thing with fighting in melee is that your obviously the sword throws the ranged attack, but if you just hammer the button, you can do sword attacks twice as fast as you can ranged attacks. So yeah, point blank range you can do a lot of damage. I tried to exploit that a little bit on bosses where I want to kill them before they can get to a second stage. Ah, this thing. This is one of the hardest levels in Crazy Hard mode. Because the fish are random and catch you off guard, and everything is covered in spikes. It is very easy to off yourself in here. Okay, okay. No, come on, sneak through, sneak through. This is a stealth mission, Snake. Nope, there we go. Between a fish and a spiky place. No, come on. Work with me here. There we go. Try sprinting through. There we go. That's safer than it looks. Like, you think you go flying into the back wall, but you pretty much bounce in the same place as long as you do it right. And we're past the fish point now. I think we just want to dash over these and... Ooh, okay. I got a little close on that one. Bounce back instead of continuing to go forward. But hey, we made it. Losing only one life is not bad there. Of course, we are relying on one certain thing here to make it only one life. We've got a boss. Oh, a mini-boss. To be fair, if you count all these machines as bosses, then the game is like 3/4 boss. Okay. This guy is all about watching the one on the left. You want to be doing your spin when the one on the left comes for you. Yeah, so that he, basically so that he can't murder you. Which is a thing he will happily do. As long as you're doing that at the right timing, then it can't damage you. And this guy's got plenty of other attacks, but he won't do them until you've destroyed both of his claws. So you want to kind of hold off until you've dealt with... You kind of want to leave that claw alive as long as you can. Just keep doing the diagonals. Oops. Okay, I messed up the timing on that one. You can get 3 hits on him if you do the timing right, but I'm only reliably getting 2 there. Again, out of practice. But hey, we did that guy first try. It's not the easiest boss. So it's not going as badly as I thought it would, to say how long it's been since I've done this. Oh, this fire cave stuff, though. Like, this isn't actually hard. It's pretty unusual for me to die here, but something about it is just stressful. I don't have room to dodge. It's claustrophobic is what it is. Okay, see if we can get through this guy easy enough. This is not the most difficult boss in the game. This is probably the easiest boss in the game. This boss music is upsetting. It's kind of intimidating, isn't it? Like, the boss music makes you feel like you're in for a rough time. Sounds like Biohazard Battle? Are you having flashbacks? I thought about doing Biohazard Battle on stream the other day. Well, I was thinking about it last week, but... Can I get him? Can I get him? Nope. Charge. Next rotation. Yeah, I thought I'd do Biohazard Battle on stream, but I don't know if it'd be the same with just me. It's like so meant to be a two-player game. Hey, Just Red, how's it going? You doing alright today? There we go, got him. If we give you remote access to my keyboard, we could do multiplayer stuff. I feel like the lag on that would be entirely unmanageable, but it might be fun to try someday. At least I'm guaranteed to get a good life bonus on instant death mode. My day's been alright. It's been a little cooler than it has been lately. It's been too warm for a long time, but today we had some nice wind, bit of cloud. I've been at work for most of the day though, so it's not been anything exciting. On a Wednesday I get home and pretty much go straight into the stream. Alright, let's see if we can do this one right. Because this is another one that's... it's not quite random, but it's easy to mess it up. Like so. This is another gift that's not a great one. But yeah, doing this run where you only have one hit point, like, anything with an element of random suddenly becomes terrifying. You want the things with patterns that you can learn, so that you can do it by habit instead of relying on skill. Well, there I go, I'm dead again. I did name a Dratini after you. I'm sorry you missed it. I wasn't sure if you were watching and you were just quiet in chat, or if you'd actually gone. But yeah, I finally got that Dratini we were talking about. Most of my mons are named after people who've been watching, and you've watched a lot of my stuff lately, and I appreciate that. He's gonna be our team's superhero. Dratini is so overpowered, if we get into trouble he's gonna come out and save us. I am not hitting these at the right angle. There we go. Need to get them just at the last second, I think. See, in all his fights, that guy is surprisingly tough. He doesn't look it. Now we've got the random barrel nightmare. Again, there's not a pattern for me to learn. I have to get good. But yeah, I don't know what your favourite Pokemon are, Just Red, but... Well, I'd already caught enough Pokemon that it was either an Ice type or a Dragon type, so... I hope a Dratini suits you. Use my current team against the Elite Four. Lost at the last battle. I hope they're at a higher level than my current team. But that's foreboding if that's how it's going to turn out. I've only got one catch left, so there's not much I can do about a bad squad now. It's cool that you tried that, though. This guy's annoying. He mostly just takes forever. Level 60 to 70? Okay. Those are reasonable levels. I've got a few Pokemon in the box. I'm not sure which ones I'll be taking for the Elite Four. I mean, there's a few obvious ones. Lady Meow, definitely, because electric types are really useful. Not Lady Meow, Lady Squeak, even. The Pokemon, not the person. Probably Doc as well, because Nidoqueens are just overpowered. I don't know about the others. I'll figure it out when I get there. Heck, I might not even have all those Pokemon at that point. Nuzlocke get harsh. We've not done Sabrina yet. That's going to be the hardest part. There's no good answers to Psychic types in Gen 1. We may very well be walking away with less Pokemon after we fight Sabrina. This is another hard bit of the game. So the timings are a little bit randomized. And the guy showing up is definitely random, so sometimes they get you at really awkward times. It's not too hard as long as you shoot them as soon as they show up, though. If you can get them before they start firing, then they're not a big threat. This is the bit that's a... Ah! Dang it. That's the bit that's a pain, trying to squeeze between those two without touching them. If the timing lines up right, you can just dash through, but it doesn't always do that. Timing is not my forte. Oh shoot. I headbutted that missile. I jumped right into it. This might be us, folks. We might not be making it through this mess. Okay, okay. Just need these to line up just right. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you can encounter Wild Gengar now? That's kinda cool. Though it's a little weird when you think about it, if they're supposed to need trading to evolve. How do the wild ones evolve? But that's useful for Nuzlocke, because obviously you can't trade in a Nuzlocke. So like, there's no way for me to get a Gengar if I'm doing it for a stream or whatever. I always used to find having people to trade with hard with the older games. I had a couple of friends who played, but not most of us didn't have link cables, and it was hard to find time to meet up and do it. It's easier now that it's all Wi-Fi internet stuff, but you still need a friend who's playing the game at the same time. Okay, okay, that went well. This guy, you want to hit him just as he gets to you, because he jumps when you attack. Attack too early and he'll just jump on top of you. He's actually harder than he looks. Also, he can really take a beating. Look at this guy. I'm a little lucky in that I've got this dumb Pokemon group that I'm in. Me and my friends are playing through the entire series together. Every game in order. So at the moment I've got a bunch of people I want to trade with in my casual games. I say casual, I'm still playing by the Nuzlocke rules, because once you've played Nuzlocke rules, the regular game's just... You can't go back to playing the regular game. Nuzlocke is so much more fun. Ah, dang it. I swear that didn't touch me. Oh well, try that again. Wow, I am not doing this right. Let me actually focus here, because I'm on my last life. Down, up, down. Okay. Hide in the corner. You made it so that you can only use ghost types? Okay, so you're doing like a monologue thing? And ghost types only? I was thinking I might do something like that on the channel after I finish the type lock. Okay, nope. I've always liked the idea of doing like a bug catcher run, only having bug types. Doing a ghost type run would be really hard in the first game though, because there's only one ghost type. Like if it's normal Nuzlocke rules, then I only get the one Pokemon. And if it faints, it's over, so that's going to be a hard mode. But hey, maybe someday. And then, see if I can get this guy. Mostly depends how friendly he is with these attacks. If he does the wide split ones, they're easy. But when he does the double split ones, not so much. Oh boy, how did I survive that? Okay, gonna focus here for a second. Yeah, this guy's being pretty generous. His second form is kinda easy. You're usually pretty safe as long as he just stands straight in front of him and just never stops shooting. Hey, we made it into the palace. Is there something up there? No. Oh, I remember where we are now. It's this guy. This is one of those weird bits that's the same difficulty on every difficulty, because you don't really take damage in this bit, you just either win or lose. It is my princess in another castle. What if that is actually a Mario reference, taking out the bridge and dropping them in lava? This game was released on the NES as well, I think. Well, probably the SNES. But it came out on a Nintendo console, so there could be a Nintendo reference. No! This level. Thank you, game designers. I didn't have enough stress in my life. At least it has the extra life halfway up. It's fairly generous. Nope. No! Well, I didn't time that right. I bounced back into it. I should have just kept running. This is going to be the rest of the evening, folks. It's just going to be me picking up the extra life and then dying immediately after. Trapped in this eternal loop of failure. Okay, never mind. Fits the channel name? Absolutely. Hey Novellan, how's it going? Ooh, isn't there there's a thing over here, right? Hold on, let me go get the thing. Extra life, yes. Failing at not being stuck in an endless cycle of death and despair. Absolutely, that's what the channel's all about. That is an apt description of my life in general. Anyway, it's nice to see we've got a few people in today. Wednesdays are usually a bit quieter. Everybody likes the Pokemon stream best. I enjoy having a casual day every week. Were these things designed to be flown by hitting buttons with a sword? I can only assume so. I mean, the rocket-propelled mouse obviously has a good grasp of technology. You know, if there was another way to use them, I'm sure he would. Thinking about it, those things aren't exactly pig-sized. Like, who are they for? The Admiral could maybe use them, but most of the other pigs we've seen are a bit too big. He's the smallest guy that we know of. I don't know, maybe the maintenance pigs aren't as big as the soldier pigs. Whoops, some of the diamonds. Oh well. Not going back for them. Okay. Important things to get that extra life, because I'm going to die a whole bunch at the next bit. Yeah, you can't see it, but he's hitting the controls with his sword inside the cockpit there. That's how he's piloting this thing. Okay, so I get a couple of free hits here before he starts piloting sensibly. But then I have to... Okay, mess that up. Mega Mecha Pig Battle! Exactly. It's Mecha Sonic times 100, and this isn't even the final boss. Yeah, you have to race every time, but that's not a bad thing, because it means you can pick up the extra life every time. I need to count my hits and learn how long it takes him to go into his smart mode. The first couple of times he'll just dash in and let me hit him. I think it's 3 hits and then he starts... Okay, that was what, 4 hits? 5 hits? Okay, now he's doing it. See, what I want to do... Okay, I didn't do it. We'll have the second Mecha Pig. We're in the Mega Mecha Pig Battle hangar. There are hundreds of them in here. This is where they keep the entire Mega Mecha Pig fleet. Okay, so I get 4 free hits. I think this guy takes like 16, so you know. 1, 2... No! Oh, I died in his first stage when he's giving me 3 hits. That's just embarrassing. This is one of the bits that I had to practice a lot to get good at when I was trying to do this ages ago. Sparkster always looks so determined, apart from when he's grinning and having a good time. Like, I think the sprites in this game have a lot of personality. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. No, it's 5 hits, I think. Ow! Here's a good time, a little too much. Fleeing from a giant death mech. Sparks is only a kid, to be fair. He is actually the youngest member of the Rocket Knights. He was made their leader through special service rather than through actual experience. Yeah, you steer and attack separately. See, the trick on his second form is that you want to step in, make him attack, dodge the attack, then step in and hit him. You gotta fake him out. No, oh. This is just embarrassing. We're stuck in another fail loop, guys. Getting the one up and then immediately dying. But yeah, for the animations, one of my favorites, probably my favorite scene in this one is the one at the end of the first level where the Dark Knight Axel Gear is abducting the princess. Hold on, let me focus again. The conversations are going to get interrupted here a bit as I try and do this right. Seriously? How have I gotten so bad at this? Yeah, Axel Gear is walking off with the princess he's kidnapped, and then Sparkster steps out and just glares at him. And Axel Gear looks at him for a moment and then just carefully starts backing away. Like, this might actually be a problem. There's no dialogue in this game, but some of the scenes have a lot of conversation in them nonetheless. Okay, for real though. No messing around this time. We're gonna get him. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh. I thought he was stepping into me. For real though, this time we're gonna do it. Yeah, for the first 5 hits, I can just step in and punch him. His AI changes after 5 hits, and he starts attacking faster. Okay. There, see, that's how we want to do this. Once he's onto his second stage, you have to lower out his attack first so that you can get a free hit on him without him hitting you. Otherwise, you just trade damage, and that's no good when you've got 1 hit point and he's got 16. You going somewhere, dude? Oh. Yeah, you basically have to counter him each time. Dodge and counter attack. Just try not to miss your punch like I did there, because then he's close enough to straight up hit you, instead of getting knocked back. It's super easy on the other difficulties, because it doesn't matter if you get hit that much. You'll probably still do more damage to him than he will to you. But on this mode, when you die in 1 hit, you can't afford those luxuries. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Lower out the attack, counter. There we go. Lower out the attack, counter. Nope. At least he didn't murder me there. Okay. He also does this where he'll walk away for 5 minutes and try and lure you in too close. 5 down, 11 to go. I'm not sure how many hit points this guy has, but it's too many. But hey, we're reliably getting past his first stage now. We've improved. We're learning his techniques, studying his moves. Sparkster can win any battle as long as he has sufficient time to prepare. Yeah. Know your enemy as yourself. In 1,000 battles, you will never be in peril. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now. I like the touch that they do give you an extra life for this one, so that you've basically got infinite chances. Because this is completely different to the rest of the game, and it'd be easy for somebody to get frustrated here and think it was ruining the game. They give you that contingency to bail you out of it. More games with dumb minigames built into them could do with that kind of thing. Not that this is a dumb minigame, I kind of really like this, but... You know, it's a lesson that could be learned by other games companies. What if I could just rocket over these and land in the cockpit? Probably wouldn't be the safest way to do it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're stuck here forever, guys. It's going nowhere. I have to assume that the bot that we pilot is designed for training purposes, because it's in good guy colors. All the real bots are going to be in red, of course, to show how evil they are. But this one's got the green coloring so that they can get used to the experience of fighting good guys. There we go. I think basically the trick here that I'm messing up is that you have to step in further than looks safe in order to get the hit. Because he can't hit you on the backswing, you can step under his backswing and get him okay. That's why my mech has 1 hit point, because it's the training bot? Maybe, that makes sense. There we go. See, that fight's not so bad when you're not a complete idiot. What was that, 10 hits total? That always felt like more. Ho 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 ho. There's a lazy dude who puts his throne on wheels. So hey, we got pretty far to say that this is my first time doing crazy hard mode in a long time. I'll warn you, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do the next couple of levels. This is where the game really gets hard. The space level has the asteroid sections, which are just a nightmare. And then after that, we're coming up to the final boss pretty soon after. But hey, I'm not disappointed in how far I've got. I've gotten further than I expected for the first try in so long. If I can get to the end of the space level, I'll call this a victory. Asteroid sections are why you gave up on Dead Space? Yeah. I've not actually played any of the Dead Space games, but if they're anything like this... This level turns into this whole bullet hell thing, where there's just attacks coming in from every direction. Oh, yeah, see, that there is why this is hard. That meteor just came out of nowhere. You basically have to get into the middle of the screen, smash as much out of the way as you can, and just try and be really ready for if one of the fast ones comes in. And meanwhile, the trap asteroids will show up and shoot missiles at you. This might be the actual hardest level on this difficulty. Like, if I can do this, there's a decent chance we'll finish it. But, oh shoot. Yeah, but I probably won't be getting to the end of this section with many lives left. Still, we'll see how we go. Never say never. It's a dumb saying. You have to say never twice in order to use it. Sometimes say never, but not now. That shall be my new motto. Words to live by. Sometimes say never. Well, I'm not even getting to the asteroids. I'm just getting hit by all of the bullets. Need to focus in a bit. Stop glancing over at chat. If you guys could stop talking and, you know, supporting me and giving me things to bounce off of to entertain people and draw in viewers, that'd be super. Do one of these trendy silence streams. Nobody talks, not even me. I hear that's what all the cool kids are doing. Okay, nope, oop. It's just an insult that they drop apples in there and I can't even use them. Okay, duck under that one. Wobble around, deal with the missiles. Have a quick panic attack. Look at this. This has got to be stressful for you guys just to watch. That missile got me. Pretend to be a speedrunner in a auto-scroller level. Doesn't help as much as you'd think. Yeah, there's only 2 asteroid segments, and they're not all that long, but... But both of them are an absolute nightmare to get through. And I don't think there's a checkpoint between them, so I have to do both on the same run. If I mess up either, I'm back to the start. Oh. Well, there I go. How many lives I got left? 3? Yeah, I don't think we're making it past this bit, but I think this went okay for a first try. I'm not going to play this over and over, but this is the sort of thing I'd like to do on the stream. Do the hard mode kind of things. So I'll come back to this another week once we inevitably perish here in the cold depths of space. Somehow I always knew I'd die alone in space. Oh yeah, speedrunners hate auto-scrollers. Oh, I didn't even see that one. I didn't even see what got me there. Exactly, Wednesday stream is Punished Lumus Day. See, you say that as though I'm not also doing challenge runs on a Tuesday. Really? Really? Was that my final No, I've got one left. If that was my last life, I'd be upset. I mean, I'm doing a challenge run on Tuesdays, the whole Pokemon thing. Might not finish that. I've lost 4 of my 14 Pokemon. I'm like halfway through the game. I think I can probably pull it off, but there's definitely the possibility there that I'll be starting over at some point. I've really not got far into Bloodborne. I mean, like we were talking about last night, I've not even done the first boss, I've not unlocked leveling up or anything. I think I need... This advice is too late now because it's game over, but I think I need to charge through those faster. I'm hovering near the edge and then there's a field of bullets in front of me and I have nowhere to go. But hey, that was that, I'm afraid. I got to the space segment, I'm happy with that. I'll come back to it another week and we'll see if we can get a bit further. I'll just keep doing odd runs every now and then until we beat it. I'll keep doing that with different games, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna swap the game over and yeah, we'll do something different. I'm gonna get myself a drink as well, so I'll just be, you know, I'll be 5 minutes. I like to stretch my legs just a little bit between games.